ciała i dla duszy.
The meeting is divided into two parts. At the first, the students from each country are welcome to show the presentations which they have prepared for. Then there will be time to enjoy being together. Time for singing, dancing and tasting various dishes prepared by Polish hosts. We hope that everybody will enjoy this evening and will remember it for a long time.
Nasze spotkanie składać się będzie z dwóch części. W pierwszej uczniowie wszystkich krajów partnerskich przedstawią swoje prezentacje. Potem będzie czas na radosne bycie razem. Czas na taniec, śpiew, degustację potraw przygotowanych przez gospodarzy. Mam nadzieję, że ten wieczór na długo zapadnie w Państwa pamięci.
Dear friends, the presentations will be shown in the following order.
Polish students will start, then Hungarian students, then French students, then Turkish students, then Italian students, and again Polish students.
And first, let's see a Polish presentation.
Welcome everybody. In our short presentation we will tell you about Poland during the time of the Roman Empire. At that time, a large group of people belonging to different tribes lived and migrated through various parts of Poland's territory. They did not use written language but developed quite advanced material culture and social organization, as archaeological examinations of the burial sites shows. Many graves were flat, but curtains were also characteristic and common. People living at that time in Poland did not use stone walls or bricks to build their houses, so you cannot see any stone buildings remaining from that era in Poland. In the 1930s, Biskupin, a fortified settlement, was discovered and later reconstructed. Known as the Polish Pompeii, it was a walled settlement of about 800 to 1,000 people on an island, the Warta River Valley, about 500 BC. The wall was built by a series of wooden boxes filled with stones and earth. Although the territory of Poland was outside the Roman Empire and was to the Romans barbarian lands, also called Barbaricum, it came under the Roman cultural influence, mostly through the amber trade. An estimated 70,000 Roman coins from all periods were found in Poland. The tribes did not use them to buy things. They were being collected in dynastic treasuries of rules and occasionally used for ceremonial gift exchange. Amber is fossilized tree resin. 40 or 50 million years ago, resin dripped down the trunks of prehistoric pine trees. Insects, plants, seeds, little frogs, even small lizards got trapped in the sticky substance which hardened with time, preserving them. Amber is very valuable. It was called gold of the north, gold of the Baltic, and the Greeks named it teeth of gods. Because amber was often found on the coast of the Baltic Sea and North Seas, the shortest way to the Adriatic coast led through Poland, and it was called the Amber Road. From the 1st century BC, the Amber Road connected the Baltic Sea shores and Aquileia, an important amber processing center. This road was controlled first by Celts and later by the Romans south of the Danube and by Germanic tribes north of that river. The road was used not only for distributing amber, but also for other goods, including the raw materials and slaves. In this picture, we can see the route of the Amber Road. The information about Amber roads can be found in the works of ancient writers such as Ptolemy, Tacitus, and Pliny the Elder. According to the Pliny the Elder, during the reign of Nero, a Roman soldier of an unknown name led an expedition into the Baltic area and returned with a huge quantity of amber. which the Romans used as jewelry and for propaganda purposes during gladiator fights and Colosseum games. Amber is used as ingredient in perfumes, as a healing agent in folk medicine, and as jewelry. Excuse me? To commemorate the Amber Road and trade relations with the Roman Empire, the European Day of Amber is organized in Vienna in summer every year. There you can see the reenactment of barbarian clashes with Roman legionnaires, gladiator fights, chariot races, caravan merchants, watch craftsmen at work, learn about ancient customs and cuisine. Thank you for your attention.
Thank you. Next presentation will be shown by Hungarian students. French students are getting ready.
Lajosnak, the Day of King Louis the Great is organized every year in our school. This year there were cooking and sports competitions, and the students who were interested in science could present interesting and spectacular experiments. Last year our school tried to recall Roman times in many different ways, and it was a great success. There were gladiator games, we tried to cook Roman dishes, we drew Roman mosaics, and some of us wore Roman clothes. Teachers compete with students in different ball games, basketball, volleyball and football. In the following pictures we will show you how colorful these programs were. In our lesson, students drew mosaics. The group with the best mosaic won a prize. Wall paintings were created in the schoolyard. The original mosaic patterns come from Philadelphia, France. The gladiator games were organized by one of our PE teachers, who is fond of ancient Hungarian traditions like horse archery. In the games, the brave youth could prove their skills, strength and speed. It lasted 2 days, and it took place in a village near Pécs and in the schoolyard. On the first day, the young gladiators performed activities connected to horses. They were divided into two rival armies, Roman infantrymen and nomadic Han or Hungarian cavalry troops. They had to ride horses, do traditional Hungarian horse archery, and even ride on horseback. In ancient times, the Huns had a very powerful and fearsome army with excellent archers. You can start it too early. And this is already the second day of the games in our schoolyard.
You can see boys testing their strength, speed, and skills. There were 6 kinds of trial, like running with a lance, shooting with bows, carrying bags filled with wheat, and fighting with soft bats. On this special day, a school leader is elected king, which means a serious election campaign with videos, cookies, and speeches. The new king gets a crown and becomes the leader of the school for the rest of the day. There are some enthusiastic students wearing traditional clothes, togas, while Roman dishes are prepared. You could taste bread baked in the school's furnace. There were other activities too. If you were not interested in the games, cooking, or painting, you could try Asian crafts. Some tried to cut stone. Students had the chance to make figures or pots from clay. Thanks for your attention.
Some teachers and students of our school performed a historic Roman conquer show in a small village near Page. It was organized by our team teacher, Zespół. The participants were wearing the uniforms of Roman and Hun soldiers and using their weapons. The Romans used a short sword and a long spear, and yes, they used a short sword and a long spear, and they were impertinent. The Huns fought on horseback, used bows and arrows, and didn't have heavy armor. They were fast and very efficient.
This is how the hands prepared for the bar, resting on horseback. They have to show a flying disc. Luckily, the teacher didn't get hurt. At the end of the show, the spectators could also try horse riding. Thanks for watching.
Thank you. Next presentation will be shown by French students. Turkish students are getting ready.
Şuraya geçeyim de ben bunların resmini çekerim.
As we know from archaeological discoveries, such as in the Phocian city of Marseille, the south of France has always been a welcoming land. The Jewish population was fully accepted and integrated because of its high level in culture and language. During the Crusades, King Saint Louis wanted to extend Christianity and expel the Jews from his kingdom. Firstly, he imposed on the Jewish population to wear a yellow cloth well so as to be recognized as such.
In 1789, the French Revolution allowed the Jews full citizenship which led
Sorry for all the comment and I continue. During the Crusade, King Saint Louis wanted to extend Christianity and expel the Jews from his kingdom. Firstly, he imposed on the Jewish population to wear a yellow cloth well so as to be recognized as such.
Non, c'est pas ça. Daniel.
the Jewish community, the Jews of business were the last to leave. In the 15th century, there weren't any left in France.
When the Spanish Jews were expelled from Spain after the fall of Grenada in 1492, many of them moved to Bordeaux and the southwest of France because important commercial places were located there.
In 1789, the French Revolution allowed the Jews full citizenship, which led to a big wave of immigration because France was the only country to consider them as citizens. Many of them came from East European countries such as Poland, Hungary, and Russia.
A seven-branch lampstand used in the ancient tabernacle, in the desert, and in the temple of Jerusalem, a symbol of Judaism since ancient times and the emblem of the modern state of Israel. Now in Hebrew, as the shield of David. It's a recognized symbol of Jewish identity and Judaism. Its shape is that of the hexagram, the compound of two equilateral triangles. The hexagram has been in use as a symbol of Judaism since the 17th century, with precedence from the 14th to the 16th century in Central Europe, where the shield of David was partly used in conjunction with the seal of Solomon. It is on the Jewish flag.